let's talk about the man of the hour, the best player in the NFL on defense for sure. You want to go further than that? I've got no issues. Nicholas freaking Bosa.
I think today secured his defensive MVP. I don't know how it doesn't. And if you look at like what he does every day compared to every Sunday compared to everyone else around the league, whether it's offense or defense, I don't know why he's not in the MVP conversation too. He's the most talented player on the field, I think, besides Trent Williams. But I don't think they're going to give an MVP to an offensive lineman. But every single day, he's just an absolute monster. All those sacks, they're earned and deserved. He's fantastic, and he's never not good.
It's awesome. Who are you talking about? Oh, okay. I didn't hear the first part. Oh yeah, I was like, it's great. It's a lot better than when you don't feel like anyone is. That's not fun in that situation. And to have Nick on defense is great. We got so many players out there, but always when you have a pass rusher who's as good as Nick, those are the guys who have the best way to change the game. On that last drive, it's so hard for me because I got to do my job and take them out. And I know he's going to look at me right away when I do that because he wants to keep adding up his sacks, but had to do that for the Niners.
Are you kidding me? He only gets 2 sacks this game because the 2-point conversion doesn't count. Man, that makes me mad. Makes me really, really mad. But, you look at what he did, it was so clutch. And it's a 10-point game. They score. They drive down. That's after the, whatever. I don't even want to get into that, but they drive and score a touchdown. Then they got to go for 2. If they go for 2 and get it, it's a 1-possession game. They miss it, 2-possession game over. Nick Bosa comes through with the clutch, just buries Carson Wentz. He was so damn good. Now, if you just look at his stat line, it wasn't like 7 tackles, 5 solos. Actually, stat line's unreal. That's unreal for a defensive end. 2 sacks, 2 tackle for losses, 4 quarterback hits. That's unreal. Grant Asen says Bosa might get 20 next game. If we look at where Bosa is, which he broke his own personal high on sacks, right? With where he is at. So if we look at Bosa, he's got 17 and a half sacks. He was at 16 and a half back in 2019. Last year. In 2019, he only had 9 and a half. Last year, he had 15 and a half. Now he's up to 17 and a half. 2 sacks away from Aldon Smith's franchise record, 19 and a half sacks. And then you got to go to 22 and a half for the all-time record, which I think is out of reach, right?
Maybe. It's not the main thing on my mind, but I'm kind of eyeing the 19 and a half more than that. Alden.
You got 2 more games. And so even if he got 2 sacks, both those games, that put him at 21 and a half. Probably not going to be there, but man, we saw the switch in the Vegas totals from defensive player of the year to be Micah Parsons to Bosa. So Bosa inched ahead of him last week, and I think it's going to go further this week. That's just kind of the way that I see it. Oh, we got a gift. What's up, baby? I love it. David. What's up, David? Thank you. He says the media need to stop with the comparisons. Their D isn't close to ours, and Bosa, not Micah, is the defensive player. Yeah, there's no comparison for defenses. That's been settled. They got 20 points this game.
No, I don't want to take away from the win. That's number one at all times. It doesn't matter if we win 7-0 or 40-41. The win is what's most important. I think all game we had opportunities to really snuff them out, and we just I think about that first half, just playing more assignment sound and getting more knockback in the run game, getting off on 3rd and longs. Second half, they got us on a couple of the deep balls, but even then, I think we have opportunities to keep them out of the end zone. We gotta do that. It's always a learning experience. You're always growing. You're always trying to find ways to get better and find ways to win. So we'll look at it hard and we'll be better from it.
But one of those touchdowns was off of a 1-play interception drive where they got the ball on their own side of the field. But I mean, every team that happens to. But right, we gave up 20 points. We've been averaging 15 points allowed per game, so a little more than you wanted, but you still won by 17. And yeah, you're right. Bosa over Micah, it's not even close. It's not even close, man.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.